guys, it's Kurt from DIY4X. We're going to do a Q&A real quick on the B52 kit. There's seems to be a lot of misconceptions and misinformation out there on the internet about it, so we thought we'd do a video and just kind of clear things up. Some of the questions we get on this kit are the lift amount, how much lift the B52 kit provides. Now, just to be clear, the B52 kit itself does not provide any lift at all. All the lift from putting this on comes from the springs that you use. So whether it be a stock 52-inch rear spring, it's going to do about 4 to 5 inches of lift, or a lifted rear spring, whatever the case may be. Another common question is axle placement. Does the B52 cause you to move your axle forward? No, it does not. All of that depends on what hole you choose for your spring. If you put your spring all the way in the front hole, it's going to pull your axle forward. If you put it in the rear hole, you would actually move your axle rearward, and that's considering using that factory 52-inch rear spring in the front. If you're trying to put this kit on there and keep your axle in relatively the stock location, one of these two center holes is going to serve you well, depending on how you mount it to the frame. There are two different sets of holes here for mounting it on the frame. Sliding it forward and using it, those set of holes will actually, that's forward of the stock position. So that's going to give you more wheelbase. It's going to stretch your axle out front, better approach angle. So it all just depends on what you do with your spring in this hanger and where you put it and what you're trying to accomplish. If you're going for a better approach angle, use the front hole. Pull everything out front and you're going to get a better approach angle. Along with that though, you got to realize when you pull the axle that far forward, you're going to run into some steering linkage interference, especially if you got crossover and high steer together. Those two links will start to cross up on each other. If you have crossover and low steer, you won't have any problems at all because the tie rod's not up there, getting in the way of the drag link. So just something to keep in mind. If you're going to pull everything forward, the steering linkages are going to get conflicted at that point if you got the crossover and high steer. So another big question we get is, do you have to go to crossover steering for the B52 kit? You don't have to. You can make a push-pull steering linkage hook up, but I don't know why you'd want to. The whole idea behind the B52 kit is to get more flex out of your suspension by using the 52-inch springs. So if you go ahead and use a push-pull steering, your springs are going to out-travel that really fast. So when people ask me, do I need to go to crossover steering, I answer that question from the perspective of you're trying to get more flex out of your suspension. So at that point, yes, you do need to go to a crossover steering. Let's see, the other big question is the shackle eye, the frame eye hanger placement for the rear of the spring. Do you have to move that? Can you leave it in the stock position? You can leave it in the stock position. Again, it all depends on what you do up here. All of that is determined by this fixed point. So if you pull everything forward, you might want to move your frame eye hanger forward a little bit as well, your shackle hanger forward. If you're going to, try to keep the axle in the stock location by using one of these center holes, you can leave that shackle eye hanger in the factory location. Done it on quite a few trucks and it works really good. I think that covers the big ones. Shackle length, we get asked about that quite a bit. I always recommend a 6-inch shackle. We do offer a 7 1/4 inch on our website, and actually I think we're gonna take that off of the website. We'll still do them for you if you really want them, but really the 6-inch shackle is the way to go. It's the sweet spot between your leaf spring laying up on the bottom of the frame and too much shackle. You start to get weird caster things going on, less stability in the shackle. So a 6-inch shackle is really the way to go. The only other really big topic we get into on the B52 kit is, can it be used to convert a 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive? Absolutely, you can. The only thing you're going to run into doing that is these rivet patterns from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive frames are different. So you're going to have to do some additional drilling that the guy with a four-wheel drive frame doesn't have to do. So I think that pretty much clears it up. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and check out the website. We just finished these up here the other day. We'll get these up on the website here in the next couple hours, I suppose. This is our Cork 10 bolt Dana 44 steering arm. We got a nice offset in there for tire clearance. But check those out on our website. And if you got any questions, use the comment section. Thanks.